Hello everyone, it's about that time again. So let's get started with the Latchbar workout. Let me get rid of my controller here. And let's make sure my tracker is set. I got my clipboard on the floor. I got my workout mat. And the Latchbar is over there hanging up. So we're doing 10 sets, 3 steps. Let's get started. First step, 60 seconds, jogging in place. Check out your second hand on your wall clock, and let's get to jogging. Oh yeah. We gotta get to jogging because we wanna make sure, we wanna make this count. A lot of you are under the illusion that working out and dieting will not make you lose weight. Well, you're mistaken, because what's happening is you're not really dieting. You might be exercising, but you're not really dieting. Dieting takes a lot. And you have to be very, very disciplined. Otherwise, you're just regularly eating. That's right. And that's not going to get you anywhere. It's going to keep you just where you are. Yes, you'll feel better, you'll be stronger, all that stuff. But you won't lose any weight. And your goal is to lose weight. So you have to make adjustments. And you have to be really, really disciplined. Okay. So how do you accomplish that? With a lot of H2O. Yes. A lot of H2O and cut back dramatically. I mean, dramatically on any fast foods and as much carbohydrates as you possibly can, because they will shut off completely your opportunities of losing weight. It'll put you in a weight gain mode, and you'll just stay there, even if you don't gain weight. So you have to cut back on things that contribute to weight gain, specifically. Let's do 25 sit-ups. This is step number 2. Step number 1. All right, now you want to go to step 3. It's 25 crunches. So let's get those legs up and let's keep our form, be nice and straight, and let's do some crunches. 25. And of course, using the Latchbar makes it so that you keep a good form while you're conducting your sit-up or your crunch. Now these are exercise that will help make you stronger. And they will boost your metabolism to a degree. All that is controlled by how much you eat and what you eat, believe it or not. Because certain foods that you eat will trigger more of the same thing. So, sweets seem to trigger that type of appetite. And it's really, really hard to fight your urges, your temptations to eat more sweets. I know it sounds crazy, but since we all like sweet things, we tend to crave sweets of all types. What a shame. But that's what our bodies do. And it's hard to fight urges and temptations for certain things. You all should know. I'm sure you go through withdrawal. Basically, I do the same thing. I love eating ice cream and cake. How about you? I even enjoy snacking. How about you? So these things are habit forming, and they're really hard to break. In fact, you really can't break them unless you just stop eating it altogether. If they act as if they cause you some type of illness, then you could have some control. Otherwise, I don't know how to fight the problem, except for minimizing what you eat. And you have to work hard as you exercise, because if you're not working hard, you're not burning any fat. So you want to make sure your muscles are engaging, and that fat that's on top of those muscles will soon start to break. There are certain things that we eat, all of us. We know that they contribute to weight gain. We know it. But we do it anyway. And then sometimes we'll go back for seconds. Over time, that's what impacts you. Over time. Because you're not doing anything to burn those calories. Nothing at all. And if you're doing something, maybe you're not doing enough, or you haven't cut back far enough on your diet. Let's do 60 seconds. jogging in place. Now I know this isn't easy. Nothing in life is easy. So we need to stay focused and be patient and work hard at what you're doing. If you do that, a change will come. Change will come. You have to be consistent. You have to discipline yourself to do what's needed. Even when it comes to eating. And I know a lot of days we are going to slip. But sooner enough, you're going to get tired of slipping. And you're just going to get it under control. So it is a battle. I know it is. You'll be going back and forth and back and forth. But every time you do that, you lose a few pounds in between. So you get a little touch. And it keeps you going back to do the right thing. So every little increment of opportunities, you learn to train yourself till you get to the point where you're in control. Because that's what it takes. You have to be in control. And you have to be in control consistently. You have to show your body that you care about your body. This is a way of doing that. Working out and controlling what you eat. Put an effort into what you're doing. You'll get better results. Don't think that you can't do it. You can if you give yourself a chance. If you don't give yourself a chance, don't expect for anything to change. In fact, it's going to continue to get worse. You know it as well as I do. A lot of this is just plain common sense. That's right. We know that certain foods will make you gain weight. The more you eat of it, the more weight you will gain. It's just that simple. And especially, even more so if you have no activities. So we need to be active. We need to do things that gets our heart rate up. Get that heart rate up is very, very important. Your heart controls you. Your heart is the most important muscle in our body. It needs to be exercised as well. So when you are working out, your heart is also working out. That is when your heart should be working out. Your heart should not be overworking because you gained 100 pounds overweight. Your heart's going to work hard then too. In fact, your heart's going to be in overdrive. And if your heart is in overdrive for too long of a period of time, then you are going to be subjected to high blood pressure. High cholesterol. You're going to be subjected to these different illnesses. Being subjected to these illnesses brings along another element that you're not looking for. You have health issues now. We all have health issues as we age. There are some that don't. And they're very special. You want to be just as special and show your body that you can do the work to get that good health that you need. And you strive to have, not just thinking about it, doing something about it. Like holding yourself in a position like this becomes an isometric, so you're still burning energy no matter what. So let's do 25 crunches. How about it? I know going to the gym is very discouraging and very, very challenging. And you don't have to go to the gym. Your gym is your home. You just have to use it. You don't have to go out to the gym and be challenged by all the young and beautiful people that are there. You don't have to do that. Old people or older people can stay at home and utilize their home as a gym. You can do it with minimum equipment. I recommend the Latchbar. The Latchbar is what I use to do many, many different exercises. You can see the Latchbar all around me. It's wall mountable. You can use it portable. It's hanging around all over the place. And you see me in different workouts on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. And I'm trying to, of course, Twitter and LinkedIn also. I'm trying to get you to understand that you need to work out no matter what age you are. Because if you don't, you're asking for trouble. So that's why I try and press upon you the importance of working out. And I'm willing to demonstrate to you that you can work out just as well. You don't have to accept being old and gaining weight and counting yourself out. You don't have to accept that. You can do something about it, and you should. I encourage you to do so. So I'm getting ready to do 60 seconds jogging in place. Now, you don't have to jog at the rate I jog. Jog at your rate. But do something. Because doing nothing is just going to worsen your problem. It really is. Remember, you have to change as we age. We have to change our habits. And a lot of us have the same habits that we had when we were much younger. Those habits are killing you. That's right, I said it just like that. They're killing you. And you have to understand, you have to make changes. You can't eat like you did when you were much younger. You can't drink like you did when you were much younger. When I say drink, I mean just that. You can't drink alcohol as you did when you were much younger as you age. You should have learned that by now. In fact, you probably shouldn't be drinking at all at any stage in your life because it is that bad for your health. But we all can do it when we're young and get away with it. I did my share of it, and I don't deny it, don't regret it. Had I known as much as I know now, and what it will do to you through experience and also through watching others, I encourage no one to drink that stuff. And look at what it'll do to your abilities once you drink it. You lose all of your abilities, and you don't even know it. You think you can still do everything that you did before. What kind of madness is that? Then you go out and get in your vehicle and go kill yourself or kill somebody else. And it just doesn't make sense. So let's get control of our bad habits and change our habits, because we can't maintain the same habits that we had when we were young as we age. Drinking, eating, and everything else. You can't even participate in sports as you did because your body won't stand up to it, and you're just not able to hang with the younger generation. You need to learn that you need to hang with your own generation, and if you need to be working out, don't try and work out in the clubs. You know, if you do, you need to make sure that you're there at a time when the older generation is there. Let's do 25 sit-ups, because actually, you need to work out in your home. That's what it's all about. You won't be challenged, and you won't be enticed to do something you really don't have any business doing either. Keep that in mind too. That is a problem. So you go there to work out, not to flirt and look at all the different opportunities there. I won't say which either way, but you know what I'm talking about. Stay at home. Your home is a gym. The Latchbar will turn any room in your home into a gym. That's right. You can't lift weights anymore. Weights are no good for you. Haven't you learned that? The treadmills, the elliptoglide machines, the ellipticals, the bicycles, all those things are good for you if you use them, but if you don't use them, what's the sense in buying them? The Latchbar is affordable, and you can put it away. That's right. You don't have to mount it. You can use it portable. But if you want to mount it, you can. The opportunity is there. So the choices are really up to you. Make the right choice, but do some working out, because it's only going to make you feel better. and it might help you to live longer. Let's change as we age because we need to, and we have to. Otherwise, we're making it more difficult for ourselves. Let's do 25 sit-ups. I can't eat as much as I used to eat 3 times a day. It just doesn't work. That's too much food. And there's a lot of reason for that. As we age, of course, we lose a lot of abilities, which in turn slows down our metabolism. So there is no need anymore to eat the way that you ate when your metabolism was much faster. So now that your metabolism has slowed and you continue to eat the same way that you did when your metabolism was fast, those pounds are mounting up rapidly. They're mounting up rapidly because you're not burning that weight off anymore. That's when your metabolism was much faster. Now, your metabolism is much slower, so everything stays in your system longer, slows you down, fattens you up. I'm sorry I had to put it like that, but you know it's true. Let's apply common sense. That's what I continue to say. You apply common sense, you'll understand better what we are doing to ourselves. Everything changes as we age. But our mind says we should be gaining more wisdom and we should be getting stronger in our mind, which in turn should be rationalized with the changes that we have to make as we age. We have to make sure that our body, we understand that we're going to look like what we eat. If we keep going down this track, we're going to look like what we drink or what we eat. So if we continue to drink those beverages that are no good, and especially alcohol, you become an alcoholic. Okay? You'll quickly become an alcoholic. Remember, because your body can't take it as it did when you were much younger. So you can't be subjecting yourself to these things that you will not be able to control. You want to subject yourself to something you have control of. Let's do 25 sit-ups. How about it? Let's follow it up with 25 crunches. So we should understand better what we're doing to ourselves. I'm laying the guidelines out there for you, and it's all common sense. You have to change with the times because that's just the way it is. You have to adapt to life as life goes on so that it serves you better. How do you do that? Applying some common sense. Doing exercise and also eating properly. That's applying common sense that I know a lot of us have a problem with. But you're going to see one day, that this is something you should have been doing all the time. You should have never stopped. Our eating habits, to some degree, have grown, and you don't even realize that. Because remember, when you were younger, you may have eaten at 3 specific times, but you didn't eat a lot in between those 3 specific times because you weren't available. You were doing activities. Now that you don't have those activities, and especially if you're possibly retired, you have a lot of downtime. That downtime gives you the opportunity to snack more and more. Because you find yourself not knowing what to do with your hands, and then you think that snacking is going to keep you from falling asleep. You have to be active to not fall asleep. And if you feel that you need to fall asleep, then perhaps go ahead and fall asleep and wake back up so that you're not snacking during that time. That is a big problem because snacking will not keep you awake. Sitting on that sofa, that recliner, when you get too comfortable, no matter who it is, you're going to fall asleep. So you don't want to sit there for too long. You might want to, if you have a sports watch, you can set your sports watch for 15-minute intervals so that you get up every 15 minutes. Because once you sit down and relax for more than 15 minutes, you're going to sleep. That's what happens to the human body. It happens to animals that aren't active. You sit still, you close your eyes for a period of time. The next thing you know, you're dozing off. That's right. So you have to be active to keep that from happening to you, because it will happen. It happens to us all. So you want to be active enough so that that does not happen. And of course, when you overeat, since we all do that, it makes you want to go to sleep. So now you've eaten too much food, and now you're sitting on the sofa. Before you know it, you're lying on the sofa. If you're in a reclining chair, you're sitting there at first, then before you know it, you reach down and hit the button, or you hit that handle, and you're in a reclining position. It happens before you know it. That's why you have to gain control of what you're doing. Be conscientious of what you're doing. A lot of what we do contributes to weight gain. That's right. And you figured you didn't do anything to contribute to weight gain. But you sat down all day and you were inactive. I know a lot of our jobs, we have to sit a lot, and then we have a snack dish on our desk. We have a snack drawer in our desk. And then, if you're working in the office, people like to bring in all different types of pastries and so on. And that's what happens. Before you know it, you're sitting there, you don't get up for a 2-hour period, or you get up to go to the John. Something like that. You're inactive at work. So while you're sitting there at your desk, you need to get up also every 15 minutes. Stretch your body, walk around for at least a minute or two. These are the things that we need to do in order to help our metabolism. We have to be conscientious of these things in order to help our metabolism. Remember, we don't do anything as we age anymore. Our metabolism is at the bottom. So we need to be more active in order to contribute to increasing our metabolism to more than what it is, because our metabolism, even as we age, it slows down, but it slows down because we are inactive. That's why it slows down. All right. Set number 8, completed. We have to work on our metabolism. And I know it's not easy, but we can get more out of it if we put less into it, if you get what I mean. Let's do 60 seconds, jogging in place. So in other words, we can't eat as we did when we were much younger. That's all it boils down to. Instead of eating 2 large pancakes with eggs and bacon, you gotta cut that in half. Really, in half. All 3 items, and you may even consider leaving the bacon out. And I know how difficult that is, but think about what you're doing. How to eat, what to eat, when to eat. Very important. Very, very important. Don't eat yourself into oblivion. That is very common here in America. And I know all of these exercise programs that you see, you look on Instagram, you look on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and you see all of these young, beautiful bodies. You're not going to have that anymore. Your time is up. And if your genetics, if you weren't born with a body that looked like that, that's not going to happen. And being over 40, you're finished developing your body. You need to work on your health. If you didn't get it done in your teens and your early 20s, it's not going to happen. So now you have to work at downsizing. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what we have to do. Work at downsizing in order to maintain your health and make your health better. Let's do 25 sit-ups. Properly dieting and exercising will get you where you need to be. Okay, that was set number 9, which means there's one more set to do. If you're with me, you should be happy, because I'm happy that I've made it this far. every day, I'm truly, truly thankful. You should be as well, which should encourage you to be more mindful of taking care of your health. Let's do it. 60 seconds jogging, set number 10. Let's get started. This is the last set, so you want to do it like you mean it. Do it like it's your first, second, or third set. The 10th set doesn't matter. It's an achieving point, and you've achieved it today. Let's try and make sure we're able to achieve it again tomorrow. Let's do it. Get busy. Jog like you mean it. You're running for your health. That's right. You want to contribute to good health. And you can do it. That's right. Put an effort into it. Do it in your home. You can do it in your home even better. There's no one there to look at you. Unless you want someone to look at you. All the gym commercials, all of that stuff that you see, you don't see people like me and you doing that. Why? Because we're not young people anymore. We can't do all of those different exercises that you see people doing with ripped muscles all up and down their bodies, their arms, their legs. We're over the hill, but we still need to exercise. Exercise is going to make your health better. It will maintain your health. It will improve your health. It will make you feel better, look better, and it will enable you to do things better. So let's stop playing around. You need your health. And the only way to get your health back in order, back under control, is to do the right things. Don't act as if you are a young adult, because you're not. So you need to make changes that go along with being an older adult. We're not in an eating competition. We're in a health competition. Let's do 25 sit-ups. Or should I say we're in a health crisis competition? Yes, because we can do something about this. We put ourselves in this position. And you're only young one time. So enjoy it while you're young, because you're going to get old too if you live long enough. And you're going to need to continue to exercise. And the way that you exercise now will change. I encourage you to continue to exercise as long as you can, because exercising will maintain your health. It's like cleaning your car up, keeping your car in good health. Your body is your car. Keep it in good health. 25 punches. Let's go. Set number 10, complete. That's right. You can make your sets complete too. And you can maintain your good health. Remember, you're not as young as you used to be. So the different things we did as we were young, we don't do any longer. And we need to incorporate some of that back into our lives so that we can have better health. Exercise and proper eating is what we need to do. The food's going to taste the same no matter how much of it you eat. But as we age, remember, if your metabolism slows down, it's not going to be able to handle the amount of food that we consumed as we were younger. So don't think that you need more food as you are older with a slower metabolism. As I said before, most of this is common sense. We need to apply common sense to better our health. How about that? Thank you all for hanging out with the OG today. And we have concluded our Latchbar workout. And I want to say thank you to those that participated and those that were possibly influenced by me, the OG.